not my seat.
Mine either. Jeez. All right. I think I got everybody going here.
Okay. You are multitasking.
Okay. I think I do. I can't see. But you know what I do? I have the wine that I think from when you came here.
Oh, do you?
Is it called
Of it?
La Crema?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm drinking it still. I have no idea if it's still good, but I wasn't here, so why let it go to waste?
Right, exactly. I'm so not a wine snob. I'm a wine glass snob.
Wine glass snob. All right, we got one badge here. That's awesome.
All right.
So there's a lot of changes going to be going on next year in the astro hemisphere. Hello, John. Nancy and I were talking about like what kind of questions and how do we get more women to be on the site. So if you have any ideas for getting some more women on here, let us know.
And it's not that we don't appreciate all of our gentlemen.
We do.
Because we do appreciate the gentlemen. But we also wouldn't mind having both the yin and the yang in these conversations.
Yes.
So that when men ask questions, there's lots of women that can answer them. Because obviously Karen and I can't speak for
we know all the answers, but we'd like to have someone else help us out.
Right. There you go. In a nutshell.
So hi to people on TikTok. We just have a new TikTok page too. What is it? Host invite you. Oh, I don't know what this means.
Oh yeah. So tell me about our TikTok. I gotta get onto the TikTok thing.
Yeah. So we have a TikTok.
We start working on iMovie today. So I was working on something fun.
Look at you. I spent the whole day trying to renew my passport, and everything I was doing was wrong. It was crazy. It's like at first I was looking for a paper clip, and then it said, no, you need staples. So I put a staple in and it said, don't staple like this. And
oh yeah.
Yeah. I made a mess of it. So I have no idea.
It's like a whole, it's like a test.
It is. And I have failed miserably. I'm not good with following directions. Let's make some
Brady says heels suggestions. I'm not sure. Is that a question or a statement? And what is that regarding?
Well, I put up a video recently about over 60 and what we don't have to do anymore. And one of them was wear high heels.
Oh, okay. Well, that is very true.
I'm over the high heels. I've been there, done that. It is not working for me anymore. How about any women out there? Do you guys agree with me? Are you sick and tired of high heels?
I have a couple of pair that are comfortable for a while.
Yeah.
And they're comfortable to dance in. So I'm happy to wear those because I do like the way they make my legs look.
Well, there was always a trade-off: comfort before beauty, or beauty before comfort. Right. It's tiring, says Lady Blue Official. It's old. It's old already. Let's move on.
I mean, I think there's some definite sadists who make shoes for women.
Well, it's up to us to decide if we want to wear them or not.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
So for those of you joining me here on TikTok, we are doing a show. Me and my very wonderful BFF here, Nancy, are doing a show called Wild Women with Wine. So here we are, the two women. She's not on right now. She's on Instagram with me. But we're drinking wine. Can you attract viewers? Keep it up. More likes. Can you check? All right. So you got to put hearts is what they're saying. Hi, Mrs. Elv. Mrs. L5. She loves wearing high heels more than anything. You are a little statist there.
Well, you see, Megan's response was she likes wearing them once in a while because she's 5'10" and it terrifies people.
Oh, well, I'm 5'2" and it should help. But yeah, I understand.
Thank you for the badge, Brady.
Thank you. Thank you. Anybody? All right. Stephen Mead has a question for us. Ask away. We're open for business. I feel like it's like Lucy on Charlie Brown. We're open. Open for questions.
There was a suggestion that if we want to attract more women, now you'll have to tie me down when I get to this question.
Oh no.
To get more women here, we need to talk about fashion and skincare.
That's boring. I don't even know enough about either one.
How
Oh, here's
gender
boring.
Biased is that? To
All
think
right.
that that's all women are interested in? Oh my God.
Don't get her started, please. Whoever started that up is started looking. They're just looking to stoke the fires. All right, Stephen, what's the question? Let's hear it. LOL, good one. Yeah. Hello to you from Warner Robins and South Georgia. I do like talking to people from all over the world. I was just talking to my friend on TikTok who lives in Barcelona. How about that? That's the beauty. People always say, oh, social media is going to be the death of us. But I think it's keeping a lot of people, it's having me meet a lot of people. All right.
Definitely. I think it's been a game changer for marketing. I think it's probably not helped ad agencies and that kind of thing.
Of course it has. Ad agencies are the ones who deal with all the social media themselves. Yeah, they're making money.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
Stephen is in a relationship with an older woman who lives in Nigeria, but she cares about only my money. So, Stephen, what is the question? Anyway, in the meantime, I'm not married, but I do live with someone, Lake Breeze Walker. Yeah. Okay, back to Stephen. He wants to know if that is a relationship. So if he's in a relationship with an older woman who lives in Nigeria, and I'm assuming Stephen doesn't live in Nigeria. Stephen, do you even know if it's a woman that you're talking to in Nigeria? Because I had heard that some Nigerians are scammers. I did. I actually talked to a guy from, I forgot, maybe Ghana or something like that. He told me that the Nigerian people and in general have a reputation of being scammers. So maybe she cares about your money and she's trying to scam you. I don't know. Oh, you know it's a woman. All right. Well, whatever. I just don't think you need to stay with anyone who only values you for what you can give to her.
Well, women can be scammers too. I mean, I think if this person only is interested in him for his money.
It sounds like they're definitely scammers, says Lake Breeze Walker.
But here's the thing. So he knows that, and he's still interacting with her. So what is he getting out of it? If she's getting money, what is he getting out of it? Because obviously it's an exchange.
There's an exchange going on, Stephen. He said she lives in Nigeria, and she messaged me on WhatsApp.
So she's giving him attention.
Right. And Britt says...
And does he send her money?
And Britt says, correction, you think it's a woman. Again, we don't know if it's a woman or man, and it really doesn't matter. Okay, what my shirt says, and I gave one of these for Nancy to wear. That's why I asked if you were wearing it.
Worn it.
Sneaky Freaks. My Sneaky Freaks. And if you guys want to buy Sneaky Freaks merch, go to Sex Talk with My Mom, my podcast webpage, and you can buy the merch on sale right now for 30% off. And I guarantee that the women in your life would like this little tank top. Yeah, Megan did.
It's been freaking cold up here. We had snow yesterday.
I know it's cold and dreary outside, but I haven't left my apartment in 4 days. So I have the heat on and I'm ready to rock and roll. Heat's on. The heat is on. Yes, you could be a scammer trying to get what they can out of you. People do. Stephen, sounds like you're getting simped, my friend. Okay, Stephen, a lot of people are weighing in here saying you might be getting scammed. How? Okay, so forget her. He wants to know, how do I get an older woman? All right. Well,
I think there's a book.
There's a book.
That might help him.
And this book was written by myself, based on questions just like that. How do you get an older woman? You know, where do you meet them? What do you say to them? How do you have a relationship with them? It's all in this book called Fuck Games Day Cougars, written by myself. It's on Amazon. Go check it out.
Maybe that's the movie or the show we need to create called "What Do You Say to an Older Woman?"
Really?
What do you say?
You need to have your game on. You have to have your game on, and when I actually want to broaden this whole conversation to what do you say to any woman when you're trying to meet them wherever you are? Just talk to them like human beings, like you would to anybody else. Give them respect, show interest, show curiosity. You know, show them that you have a personality. I always like some guy who has a good sense of humor. Show it off, baby.
Learn how to ask questions that aren't inappropriate but are open-ended, that stimulate conversation. I spent some time with a group of 17-year-olds last week for one of my granddaughter's birthdays, and one of the kids that was with them, this young man, we had to drive about an hour away. On the ride back and forth, he every once in a while would just pop out a question for everybody in the car. Like, if you were stranded on a desert island, what was the one book you'd want to have? He just had these random, kind of interesting, not really personal questions that just kind of opened up conversation. And I just thought I was like, this is only a 17-year-old kid. And he already knows how to just create conversation with someone that actually lets you kind of explore your own curiosity, your own imagination. It was really great.
It's good to have a guy like that around.
Yeah.
So yeah. I just think you don't need to I know it's intimidating, especially if it's an older one, because, it just isn't intimidating a subject. But I think if you can show that you have some depth and personality, they're going to be a lot less judgmental of you than you think.
Oh, that's for sure. Yeah. So
just get out of your head and do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 Mel Robbins, 5-second rule. Just go for it. Just go for it. Thank you.
People, I always hear people say, like they'll see a couple together, and one of the couple might be just ridiculously attractive, and the other couple not so much. And they instantly will say things like, "How did he get her or she get him?" And it always kills me, because it's like, do you really believe that looks are everything in a relationship? Because if you do, then chances are you'll never have a very gratifying relationship.
Right.
Because our looks can change. Our looks do change. I've known people that have been burned, severely burned, and they don't look like the same person, but they're still the same person.
Right. One guy here is thinking, I swallow on TikTok. If you find this conversation to be boring, feel free to go to another person's live stream. There's a lot out there.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Seriously, bye, lame live. Okay, I swallow. Go find one that's not lame. What can I do in order to get a cougar? Asked Teddy Bear. Very cute name. What can he do? He can read the book, which I have already. I posted whatever it's called. I wrote what it is here. Let's see. I pinned the message. Okay, so the book is there called Fuck Games Day Cougars. You can read that and find out all you need to know, everything you always want to know about cougars and are afraid to ask. Or you can listen to what we're talking about on a weekly basis and find out our little tips on how we think you.
Yeah, if people would follow us and listen to our shows, they would have the answers to all the questions. I think people are a little impatient.
Yes.
And most people have developed ADHD. They just don't want to spend time. getting to know what a person thinks about, because we get a lot of the same questions every week.
Every week.
And we should make on our new YouTube channel, which is the Wild Women with Wine Show.
Yeah.
I think one of the tasks that I'm going to set us out to do is to create a frequently asked question, and we can record and put on there, so we can just refer people to that. So, because there's like 5.
Right. All right. So a couple other things. Battle Rifle says looks aren't everything, but becoming a very attractive man without looks is even harder. Be rich, you can get as many cougars as you want. That's the weird thing, Battle Rifle. I don't think that's
not true.
it's actually kind of the opposite, because older women already kind of have their own independence and establish their own success and money or whatever. So they don't require as much maintenance as a younger person does that, wants to go out to dinner and wants to be wined and dined. They just want to be with you for you and have fun with you. At least that's how I was when I was single.
I think that more mature women or more established women, they want somebody that's also mature and established in some way, shape, or form, whether it's age or personality. They're not looking for another child to raise. So, if men think that you either have to be filthy rich or you don't have a shot, I mean, it's like, no, you just have to be. You have to be interesting, and you have to be self-sustaining.
I got to be honest. When I became single, the last thing I wanted was a rich guy. I know it sounds crazy, but rich guys tend to have rules, and they want you to be. They want to have power over you. Go watch Succession.
Tend to be entitled guys.
Rich guys tend to be a little bit entitled, and they want things done their way or the highway. And I didn't want to be around that person. So I was interested in younger guys for that was one of the main reasons. So remember that. Now Prince of Darkness said cougars can be deadly. Other cougars can be more realistic.
What does cougar stand for, Karen?
Confident, older, unique, genuine, assertive, and racy woman. Do you like the hand language?
I do. I like that. So yeah.
Oh my God, I swallow.
There isn't an age.
There isn't a look. I do not understand why people come on here just to be negative and rude. I swallow.
Assholes in the world.
I swallow. Just curious. I'm going to give you your attention. I'm going to give this guy his day in the sun. I swallow.
Let's do it.
How old are you? Just out of curiosity, since you're saying such lovely things about me, and you've got such a wonderful name. How old are you, and what kind of relationship are you in? Because I'm getting the idea that
I swallow. Is this a male or a female?
Yeah, I didn't realize it was I swallow. I'm guessing that he's a male. Just guessing, but I could be wrong.
Interesting name.
I don't know. Maybe he's a woman. Maybe it doesn't really matter, does it? Thank you for following me, Antonio. Anyway.
I've got a question out of my hot seat pile here.
Hot seat. Let's hear it.
Hot seat. This is hot seat segment. All right. What do I refuse to do unless I'm drunk?
Woo! What do I refuse to do unless I'm drunk? Why don't we ask I swallow?
Yeah.
I swallow.
Let's ask I swallow.
What do you refuse to do unless you're drunk? I'm assuming you're 18 and it's legal for you to drink. Maybe I'm making an assumption there, though. He might not be.
It sounds like a 14 or 15. So.
He said he's a guy.
What does he swallow?
Well, he's saying he's over the age of 40. If you're over the age of 40 and you're still and he doesn't drink at all, okay, I swallow. If you're over the age of 40 and you're acting this rude, something happened to you in your childhood. Something not so good. I can understand if you're under 25 and your brain's not formed yet. It's not fully formed yet, but still, if you're over 40 and you're still talking like this, you have some.
You'll probably guess who he voted for.
Okay. Prince of Darkness. Cougar women are sometimes dangerous, but other cougars are looking for love, not money. They're looking for love. They're looking for companionship. They're looking for fun. I mean, I was looking for a good time. I wanted to enjoy myself. My husband passed away. I wanted to experience life again. And sometimes you're not really up for a relationship. And for me, that made it very easy and very non-threatening. Not, anyway. Whatever.
Relationships.
Thank you for liking all these things. By
that you're in a healthy headspace, and
yeah.
So if you're struggling or mourning or coming out of a relationship, whether it's through death or divorce, you're in a transition. And
right. You don't want a heavy duty thing.
If you meet someone who's within that 3 years of a big transition like that, do not push them for a relationship.
Right.
Because you will regret it. It will not work out.
Yeah, so
you'll regret it.
I first saw you on Nina Hartley's Instagram. Oh, I see. Yeah, she's awesome. Okay,
so what would you refuse to do unless you're drunk, Karen?
Oh man, what would I refuse to do unless I was drunk? Well, I made a lot of mistakes when I was drunk. maybe I would keep certain parts of my body covered when I shouldn't, What about our audience here? What is there something that you guys and girls and whatever you are would do when you're drunk, but not when
y'all.
You can tell that that I just had dinner with my Texan friends.
But y'all is really a great, because it includes everybody.
Oh, okay. I thought I said y'all.
Y'all. Yeah, y'all.
Don't worry, Ray.
It's gender neutral.
All right. So I've done some very crazy things, and I'm sure you have too, that if I had been straight, I probably wouldn't have done that. What does cat piss and wine time mean again? What is it again? Okay. Well, ding, ding, ding. It's time for everybody to toast to a peaceful world. Every time I get this question, we're going to toast to a peaceful world. Okay. Everybody hold up your glass. The question is, does size matter?
The answer is
no. Megan says, I let my Valley Girl California accent slip when I'm drunk. Oh, yeah, Megan, come on.
I have a Southern accent when I'm drinking.
Okay, so you normally would have your regular American accent, and now you have a Southern accent when you drink.
I don't have an accent, generally.
I think you have an accent.
Do I?
Yeah.
What is my accent?
It's a California accent, the Northern California girl.
California has an accent?
Yeah.
So weird.
I have an accent. We all know that.
Alter ego. I have an alter ego, and she's got a little booze in her. She comes out, and she's Southern.
She's Southern.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I can become a little shit talker when I'm drunk. What does it say?
You can be a shit talker when you're sober.
I can be. I can be a shit talker all the time. I find that as we age,
what does booze have to do with it?
That's why I've been putting out a lot of these videos on TikTok about, like, as we age, we get away with a lot more. I mean, or we just don't give a shit anymore because.
But your TikToks always include public farting.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I think I used to be like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed I farted. I don't give a shit anymore. I think it's okay.
It's okay to fart.
What do you guys think about farting in public? Should you go under the bed and be mortified?
Go undercover.
Should you go undercover? Have you ever dated a young man? Yes. Yes. Currently, I live with a younger man. Now, would I date a young man? Are you asking that? Because if you are, we have to take another drink. There's two questions that will make everybody have to take a little sip of wine or whatever you're drinking. One, if you ask about penis size, and two, and I just did another video on Sex Talk with my mom about this. if you ask us, what's the youngest age you ever date? Or fuck, or whatever you're asking. It is the most annoying question.
That's the question.
Oh, look at this. Megan's saying Valley Girl is a really specific region. Yeah.
Oh yes, no, Valley Girl is definitely that's in the
Oh.
San Fernando Valley. Yeah.
Thank you. I am bowing though. I wonder where people get these names from. Have you ever done anything right while you were drunk that you would not otherwise? Yes, Mrs. Alf. I think it causes me to lose all inhibitions and walk up and say things to people that I've been wanting to say, but hadn't had the guts to say maybe.
Right.
I do remember saying to this one very arrogant guy in a bar that I had asked to dance. He said no. And I said, you know why you don't want to dance with me? He goes, yeah, because I suck at dancing. I go, usually people who suck at dancing are suck in bed. The whole place went wild.
It's like the guy just called himself out.
He called himself out. He said he doesn't.
Ouch.
Grim Vernick says, hi, Karen. Hope you're having a good time. I need your tips for my neighbor. She has a marriage and I desire her. How shall I get to touch with her? I say, Grim Vernick, she has a marriage. If she's got a marriage, maybe you should stay away from her, Grim Vernick.
Yes, she has a marriage.
If she's got a marriage, that means she's got a commitment to somebody. And if you want to get in the middle of that commitment, you're looking for a lot of what we call
the first question
trouble.
Is she monogamous?
Right. Okay. Grim Vernix, you can.
Be the first question.
But
people are married and are monogamous.
I've had guys. I've asked, "Are you married?" And they say, "My wife thinks we are." You know, something like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay. Where were we?
I think I would have to hurt Mark if I ever heard those words come out of his mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not nice.
First of all, he would never in a million years say those things. Say that. But for me, an idiot, I couldn't have a partner that would ever even utter those words. No, why?
All right. Pay him.
Yeah.
You really love watching your streams. Thank you for that. We're getting a lot of YouTubers weighing in today.
Awesome.
Mrs. Elf says she's the worst dancer. I got a feeling, Mrs. Elf, that it doesn't apply to you. Are muscles a turn on still, or has everyone shifted to the dad bod? High NRG muscles signify someone who cares about their body, and that makes me feel like I'm with someone who cares about themselves, internal and external. I don't need like Popeye, the sailor man, but I would like someone who cared a little bit about what they look like and just didn't say, oh, fuck it, I'm just going to sit home and eat bonbons.
Healthy and fit is always sexy.
Always. What do you guys think? I'm upset. What are you upset about?
Who's that?
I don't know.
Who's upset?
Hey, Bob, I got your 6. Fire in your hole. What the hell's going on here?
So, Karen, you never answered my question.
Which question?
What do you refuse to do unless you're drunk?
Oh, I already said. Take off certain parts of, take off certain clothing.
Okay.
That probably wouldn't happen if I wasn't drunk. Well, okay. But pretty much there's not a lot that I wouldn't do. Why don't you say what you would do? Oh, KarenLee is a TikTok legend.
She is.
Thank you, Weg660. Oh, come on. Bellinge, though, is using his hand. Thank you for sharing. We really don't care. What would you do that you wouldn't do sober?
I don't think there's anything.
Yeah.
I don't like to get drunk. So, I mean, for me, a couple glasses of wine and I'm a little buzzed. But beyond that, I get a ripping headache. I don't feel good.
I know. I just talked to a friend of mine who said she's quitting wine altogether because it gives her migraines.
Yeah.
Karen's dream man is Lou Ferrigno.
I get high enough on life.
She gets high on life. Me too. Chemistry is better with older women, says Bailey. Let's see. I specialize in the mattress mambo and bedroom boogie. Thank you, Bob. Oh, I know who Bob is. Bob is A-list incognito. He's incognito right now. Anywho, where were we? Do you have another question of the day? Does anybody have a question? I'm throwing it out to our little YouTube and TikTok audience and Instagram. You guys have a question that you think we would like to answer? What are our opinions on people who follow a lot of Instagram models? I think anybody can follow whoever they freaking want. I've got the feeling older women are turned off by men under 30 in my country. Grad, what country might that be? And it's society that's telling her what to do. Wait, what happened to Nancy? She just left the room? Did Nancy leave the room? Did Nancy leave the live stream? What happened? I'm divorced and looking for a fun LS female that likes to travel. Oh. Something happened to Nancy. She just left. I got booted. What happened?
I don't know.
Did you say something?
I was trying to look at the comments, and I just disappeared myself.
Oh, I thought that someone didn't like what you were saying.
Oh, they booted me.
Hi, Bryson. How you doing? How you doing? That you would like to answer no. Okay. Marriage is a serious commitment on both parts. If you can't respect it, you don't have to get married. If a potential partner discloses that she is married, I have zero interest in that person. Lorenzo, that's nice and very good, very respectful. Oh, here he is, hostile MGTOW in the house.
We have to specify though that there are couples in the lifestyle, the swinging lifestyle or the sexy lifestyle, that do have consensually non-monogamous agreements, and those people who are married are consenting to have playmates outside of that,
right,
and even relationships and polyamorous.
Well, let me ask you something, Nancy.
To have a relationship.
The question is though, if someone says I'm married and they don't follow it up by saying we're a part of this alternative lifestyle, then do you go ahead and say, well, does that mean you're monogamous?
No, I think if they don't offer anymore, then you just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think if you're in that lifestyle, and that's happened to me and my boyfriend when we were in Nashville once. We were talking to this couple and they said, are you part of the SLS? This was years ago, and I had no idea what the SLS was. They were letting us know that they were part of the SLS.
Yeah.
Oh, Presley.
The first time Mark and I went to hedonism, we got an education. Ooh, Lordy me. We knew nothing about.
How many years ago was this? 16 years ago. Society has been much more accepting in the 16 years also to people who have alternative lifestyles.
Definitely.
I have to say something.
They didn't even have a website. So, I mean,
yeah,
because it was so hush-hush.
Yeah, I had heard about swingers. I had heard about swingers, and it would be almost like, that guy's a swinger, you know?
Right.
But I never knew how many people are in that lifestyle. And I think it's only getting more and more open to it because people are opening their horizons and exploring alternatives.
Especially with younger couples.
Oh, yes.
I think people in their 20s and 30s, I think, first of all, a lot of them aren't getting married because they're like, why?
Yep.
And
I question it.
They're much more interested in polyamory and consensual, ethical, non-monogamy and different agreements, rather than the old default of, really, it was non-consensual monogamy or unilateral monogamy
right.
in most relationships.
Right? And probably in certain countries today, it's still very taboo. I have to say something about Presley, who said, I miss my wife and best friend. She passed away. Presley, I feel your pain. It's very very, very sad. And I will give you a little bit of hope that with time, it really does. It does go away. It doesn't go completely away, but the pain is not as acute.
That's tough.
Yeah.
My heart aches for people that have recently lost someone around the holidays, because it just seems like it's accentuated, or those milestones in a year, especially that first year.
I found that it wasn't even the milestones. It was like little stuff that crept up that you didn't expect. Like you expect like someone's birthday or anniversary or Christmas or whatever, but you don't expect like, oh, I remember this funny joke and I can't talk about it.
Right.
That's the hard part.
My mom died when I was 29. And one of the things that really hit me the most was just going to the phone to call her,
Right.
And for months I would just, because I called her all the time to share something.
Right, and she's not there.
So I was like, just that sinking heart feeling like, God damn, they're not there. So yeah, it's tough.
Okay. Not to change the subject, but I've got this God bless it. I don't know how he comes on every time. And I gotta report him every single time.
Yeah, just ignore him.
Yeah, but it's spamming up the whole thing here. So I'm trying to. Okay, but we do have a lot of comments here. If I can get back here over all the. Here we go. So here's a question. It says, most older women are turned off by guys under 30 in most countries. Nancy doesn't get a young man right. She has a husband from her age, I thought. And then Hostel Migtel says he's in the building. Consent, and Bob says consensually non-monogamous relationships make for crowded Thanksgiving tables.
New dishes.
Let's see. Battle Rifles. I think she confirmed that her boyfriend is younger, but I'm willing to bet $10 he's over 30. If you're referring to me, yes. Do American women like British men? Of course. Have you ever had a SO who practices PE? Have you ever had a SO who practices PE?
Significant other who practices
PE. Not sure what that is. Do Greek women like Lithuanian men? Don't have a clue. Just in case you ever wondered what the hostile amygdala looks like, Karen, a lot of people tell me I look like the rapper Most Definitely. Most Def. Okay, thank you for sharing that. I'd have to go look up what Most Def looks like. Okay.
So go to our YouTube channel.
Yes.
Wild Women with Wine.
Yes, and subscribe.
Subscribe, because we got to have subscribers to be able to do these lives on our own Wild Women with Wine YouTube channel. We now have a TikTok.
We have a TikTok page. It's called Wild Women with Wine. Right. We have an Instagram page, Wild Women with Wine. So if you want to follow us there, feel free. And if you want to financially support us, go to patreon.com/KarenLee or patreon.com/Dr. Nancy. And you can join for as little as $5 a month.
Yeah.
Cheap.
We are artsy. We are artsy fartsy.
You're really artsy. The artwork is done by Nancy. She is amazing with this.
How did you like my new one with the tiki bar?
I don't even know how you do these things. You're amazing. If you guys want to see some good artwork, go check out all the stuff she does for us. Karen is a TikTok legend. Thank you, Grad. Wine,
Karen
women.
is a TikTok legend. I'll do the graphics. You can do the TikToks.
Yeah, I'm doing do. I don't know. That for some reason that is a huge win. It's like 230,000 views on that one. I do not know why. Maybe it has something to do with me in a bathing suit. It could be the bathing suit. But
you look pretty damn good in that bathing suit, Karen.
Oh, you look pretty damn good too, Nancy. Hey, do you think cougars are less than? Oh, here's a Harvey Weinstein question. His name is Harvey Weinstein. I don't know why someone would choose to be.
Why would you use that as a handle?
I don't know. He said, do you think cougars are less demanding in bed since they are a little bit older? Less demanding? No. What do you mean less demanding? I don't think anybody should be demanding.
No.
Nancy's very demanding.
Way more demanding. Yeah. We have, but we'll teach you.
Yes, that's another.
We're not afraid to say what we want.
That's why, that's why a lot of guys like to be with older women, because there's a lot of experience to be gained from that.
Yeah. And we know what pleases us. And, if you're with a partner in an intimate way, don't you want to know what would please them?
Yes.
The most?
Yes.
And so asking that person what pleases them the most kind of makes sense to me.
Yes. Ask questions. If you guys have any questions, let us know. That's the best way to spell it. Okay. The reason I'm getting so distracted is because this guy is spamming up my thing here, and I'm just trying to figure out how to permanently stop him, but I just don't know how to do it. Great to see you too, Dwell Southern. It's been a long time. I keep saying report, but nobody seems to want to. Oh, I have to fill out a whole thing. That's the thing. By the time I'm done reporting everything.
Yeah,
yeah.
Can you block that person?
I've been trying to block.
Is it the same person?
Yeah, it's always the same. I don't think it's a person. I think it's a bot. So I'm trying to get rid of it. Here, when is a good time to let your new relationship that you like different things, like begin a foot lover or into bondage, so on? When is a good time? No time like the present.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think on the first date you go, okay, here's my list of I'm here with my kinks.
Yeah, you don't need to freak somebody out on the first date and tell them some crazy shit that you're into. But it certainly is not a bad idea if you're really into certain things to when you feel safe to tell that person. Yes. Just tell that person.
Yeah.
Thank you for the compliments. Let's see. Everclear and grape juice makes a good homemade wine. Okay. Never thought about it that way. Sure, the wine growers were not. The grape growers were not like that. The real hot dog.
Sexually adventurous thing you've ever done?
Me? Who asked that question?
I did.
Oh, sexually adventurous. Well, some of it is so much adventure that I don't want to share it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Are you getting a little flushed there, Karen? just thinking back.
I've had some sexual adventures in my day. I personally find 50+ women the most attractive. You have to go to your local YouTube field office and fill out a report. Yeah, no joke. I don't know how to do this. I keep saying after the live stream I'll block it, but I just don't get how to do it. They're just being a pain in my butt. Our older women
into. I just want to let you know that I can't see any of the comments or the questions happening on our Instagram.
Why?
Nothing's scrolling for me. I don't know why.
Well, all right, Brady.
The last one I have is Megan saying, "Oh no, oh no."
All right. Well. Oh, Neil Leviton. Hi. When are you coming out? I would love to come visit. He moved out to the desert. I'd like to come visit. Oh, let's see. You look amazing. What pleases you most? Are older women to pantyhose, stockings, and high heels?
No. I mean, I'm sure some are.
We just talked about high heels, and high heels are just not comfortable. But I mean, if it's important to you, you might find someone who's into it. You can't really generalize about what everybody's into, you know?
I mean, I think some women, especially women that have been working in the city for years, have worn heels every day. They are comfortable in them. Their feet are molded to the shoes or whatever.
Yeah, some people have a certain arch in their foot, so they actually feel better when they're wearing high heels. I have a friend of mine who does it, and that is not me.
I'm yogini. I'm a barefoot girl.
I'm a barefoot girl. That's why we get along so well. Our feet are always dirty on the bottom. Let's see. You on the East or West Coast? I'm on the West Coast, but I'm from the Midwest. I'm a Midwest farmer's daughter. No, okay, not Midwest farmer's daughter.
That's right.
All right, so I should go back and look at all the questions in Instagram.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. What are your New Year's resolutions?
Don't make them.
Interesting. Ever?
I mean, I set my intention every day.
Okay. Yeah, why do you want to wait till New Year's?
Right.
What are some of your New Year's thoughts or resolutions or goals? I guess maybe it's, yeah. I mean, what are you going to wait till New Year's for to have the big change, and then 3 months later go, oh, I really didn't do those things, and now I feel shitty about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think New Year's resolutions are guilt in inspiring, and they fail probably 90% of the time.
Yeah, do you guys agree with that? Do New Year's resolutions ever work? Let's see. Chris says American older women like man 35 years old. Okay. Is that a question? Hello, Jeremiah. Grad says needs to happen in 2022. You look beautiful, said Jeremiah. The last woman I dated was 54 and I'm 32. Cool. Does it seem demeaning to you and if a cub talks about older women being better than the younger, or says the older date? What? Oh my God, it's just either I'm drunk or there's a lot of stuff going on here. If it seems demeaning, I will let you know. Mrs. L, this year I achieved a big travel goal of mine. I completed a tour of my country, Greece. I find myself in almost all the islands on the map and others out of the map. I went to all the prefectures. Mrs. L5, I want to be your friend. That is incredible.
Well, Mrs. L5, Karen and I want to go to Greece. So
we want to go to Greece. We may be joining you in Greece.
Which 3 islands would you say we need to go to first?
Yes. What 3 islands would you say in the Greek islands that you go to first? She said
taking notes.
She's taking notes. Should that be a red flag if a woman asks you what you do for a living? Is she just curious or checking your value? Andy, we talked about this earlier in this live stream. If women want you just for your money, they're not quality people. So yeah, I mean, if she just says what do you do for a living, she might just genuinely be curious as to what you do. I mean, I'm curious about what people do for a living.
Yeah, I mean, what you do for a living, I think that's a very natural question.
It's a natural question.
That's what you devote most of your time to do. So, like, the other way to say that is, how do you spend your days? You know.
Yeah. What are your passions, or what do you do with your what do you do?
That's a very typical early on question.
Yeah, Mrs. Alba says she goes to capitals and countless other places, cities, villages, etc. Next year, I want to begin travel the rest of the world. I already bought my new travel backpack. I'd like to find out what travel backpack you're using. By the way, my travel backpack is this giant suitcase that I took for 1 week in Mexico, and I could barely lift it onto the when they weigh your luggage. I could barely lift it up. I had my kids do it.
In a couple of weeks, I'm going to Mexico for a week.
I'm jealous.
8 days. And I'm going to try to take a carry-on.
Oh, okay. Good luck with it. Well, that's because you don't wear clothes when you're over there. So you don't need No, you know what you need to put in your There's a problem with that. If you are only taking a carry-on and you don't need clothes, that means you need a lot of sunscreen, and they don't let you take more than 3-ounce bottles. So
I don't need a lot of sunscreen because I've got dark skin.
No, you need sunscreen. Your nipples are going to get burnt.
They are well seasoned.
Well seasoned nipples.
They've seen
Okay.
a lot of sun.
So in summary, I'd like to say, Bob says our occupations say a lot about us, honestly. Bob, what is your occupation? In summary, do not be with people who like you only for something that you give them, such as money. One of my New Year's resolutions is to expand my photography business. Cool. Jeremiah, I hope best of luck to you. Patrick Taylor says go to hedonism. Oh, yes, you should go to hedonism. I shouldn't say because I still have never been there, but one day it's on the bucket list. I have to
go with me.
I need to go with you so we can run around naked on the beach together. But as opposed to you, my nipples are not well seasoned.
Well, we can sunscreen them.
We're gonna have to put patches on them.
I have really pretty sparkly things that you can stick on your nipples to protect them that make it look like you have like something on. So. All
right. One more thing. Can you have some success with women even if you don't have a friend group? Yes, Andy. Actually, in my book, which I pinned here, Buck Games Dang Cougars, there's been a couple guys that let me know where all the cougar bars are. And it's better if you have the guts to go by yourself, you're going to get very successful. Just talk to a couple of girls and start talking to them. It's going to be successful. I have a good feeling about it. Why don't you like older men? What's wrong with them? You are old too. It's just life. Tom, what the hell? Tom.
Oh, somebody's feeling insecure.
Tom, we love older men. I love all men. Okay.
There's nothing.
We were just expressing why sometimes this relationship works in certain, it depends on your life passage. And I explained earlier in our conversation why I thought it works. What kind of gun do you have, Karen? What kind of gun?
She's got two fun guns.
Yeah, there they are. Thank you for following me, Fernando. Armando. Thank you for the likes.
Got like 2 minutes left.
All right. If you don't mind answering, what is your daily type of clothes you wear? Pants, casual, dressed up, etc. Real hot dog. I wear very comfy clothes. Does that help you? Who's your friend in the background? That's Nancy.
Hello.
All right. Anyway, yeah, we're about to run out of time.
We got to make sure that they subscribe to our new YouTube channel.
All right, you guys. We just got a new YouTube channel. I'm thrilled that you'll be able to access more videos there. We're going to keep a lot of our back catalog there, so in case you miss some of these live streams, you can go there. We both are very active on social media and with our names, Dr. Nancy Sutton Pierce, KarenLee Potter. We both have Patreons, which we talked about before, which is patreon.com/KarenLee and Dr. Nancy. What else? We
and the Sex Talk with My Mom.
Oh, and I forgot my podcast, which I do with my son. It's called Sex Talk with My Mom. We've got merch, like I'm wearing Sneaky Freak merch. Check it out, babies. If you want to get some, go to sextalkwithmymom.com. They're on sale for 30% off.
There's a couple of guns right there.
That's what I'm saying. I got some guns. This is all because of yoga. We're yoga babes over here. Did you want to say anything else, Nancy, before we close up? Because it's 6 o'clock.
Well, if you want to travel with me and go to a really exotic place where you can meet and spend a whole week with me and my team, which is the absolute sexiest team on earth, go to my website, drnsp.com, and go to my events, Exotic Lifestyle Events, which is my company where I create events in different places around the world that are for grown-ups only. They're usually clothing optional. And I teach classes on erotic communication and sensual touch and just being able to fly your own freak flag without fear or apology.
Woo! All right, so you heard it there. If you guys want to get a chance to experience what she just said, you just got to go to her website, which is drnsp.com and check it out. Anyway, we love you guys. Thank you for joining us. Hope you have a wonderful, happy new year. Just stay safe, get vaccinated, get boosted, do whatever you can to stop this pandemic.
Get your N95s now, please, 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 please. Don't go out without an N95 mask.
Don't go out without your mask, and make sure that you stay safe, because we want you around a little bit longer. Well, who are we gonna talk? Who are we gonna talk to if something happens to you guys? So stay safe.
Yes.
Bye.
All right, Karen. Happy New Year. We'll talk before we turn into 2022. So, I'd like to tell 2021, thanks for the memories, but I'm ready to be done with you.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm excited about 2022 because we're going to make some really positive things happen.
Cheers. I'm with you.
Cheers.
You guys. L'chaim.
All right. Next week, we'll be back. Same time, same station.
Love you guys.
Make sure you check out our new YouTube, our Instagram, and our TikTok.
Yeah.
Wild Women with Wine.
Check out our podcast, Sex Talk with My Mom, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We love you guys.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Mwah. Bye, guys. It's been fun. You guys are a riot over here on TikTok and YouTube. I always forget how to turn this off. Thanks for the diamonds. Let's see. How do I turn it off? Not sure. Bye, guys. Happy New Year.